The effective African extended family and community care system is threatened with destruction with the impact of the AIDS orphans crisis, adding to other pressures. This could have disastrous results in terms of many uncared for children and all development aids reversed. It was an attempt to address these issues that I started Care Africa Network, CAN, some 10 years ago. Based on research by CAN in Lesotho, Swaziland, Kenya and Uganda into some innovative and effective methods, CAN has devised a training course on methods of meeting the needs of orphans and vulnerable children by empowering good community-supported extended family care. It now offers this as a 2-day workshop of lectures and group exercises accompanied by a 100-page manual with the purpose of transferring the knowledge it has gained from its research to those who have the opportunity to apply the methods and ideas to benefit more children in need. The concern in these countries that many children are traumatized, many as a result of the deaths of their parents by AIDS, has led to a request that CAN also provide a training course in the treatment of post-traumatic stress disorder in children. So CAN now also offers a 2-day training workshop in the theory and practice of an effective patented method of treating children's post-traumatic stress disorder called Children's Accelerated Trauma Therapy, for which I have a license to teach. Both workshops are accompanied by a comprehensive PowerPoint presentations and printed manuals, which can be retained by students for future reference. Assisted by funding from Festival Medical Services, CAN provided these training courses in 2015 to all of the 26 government district social workers in Lesotho and to 29 NGO and nurses in Swaziland, now called Eswatini. In 2016, the course was given to the 4th year social work students at the National University of Lesotho, where 58 were trained in the treatment of post-traumatic stress disorder and 75 in CAN methods, as were 32 government and NGO teachers, nurses, and youth mentors in Eswatini. Feedback for the 4 components of the courses, content, presentation, handouts and exercises, was between good and excellent in 2015 and between very good and excellent in 2016 and nearer to excellent. The plans made by the students in these workshops for projects they would undertake were exciting. In 2018, using a further generous grant from FMS, we again focused our training on the National University of Lesotho, where 58 final year social work students engaged on both workshops. The training was also provided to 11 youth mentors in our partnership NGO in Eswatini. Contact was also established with 2 faculties of the National University of Eswatini. Feedback scores on the 4 aspects of each course, content, presentations, exercises and handouts by the youth mentors was between good and excellent. The university students scored these aspects more highly, between very good and excellent, 91 to 98%, and commended both courses highly. The university staff were particularly complimentary about the courses and asked that they be taught again in following years. The students found the group work planning for their own projects in the CAN Methods course especially inspiring, and they were particularly enthusiastic about the courses and how they'd empowered them to help children, and were determined to develop their own projects based on the ideas they'd learnt. This has reinforced our view that the university's courses may be the most effective way of enabling children to benefit from the training we offer, since they will be best placed to promote the community care methods found beneficial elsewhere, as well as making effective treatment available to traumatised children. Accordingly, in February and March 2019, we will provide both of these two courses to 70 fourth-year students studying for the bachelor's degree in social work at the National University of Lesotho. At the National University of Eswatini, we will run the workshops for 70 fourth-year social work undergraduates in the Department of Social Science, and then for 30 final-year psychiatric nursing undergraduates in the Department of Community Health. We have asked the universities if they would allow relevant NGO or government staff to join the courses in addition, so as to encourage interaction between the experience of practitioners and the academic training of students. This might also provide employment opportunities for the students and offer the prospect of future joint projects between students and professional staff. Our target in February and March 2019 is to train up to a total of 230 new CAN extension workers in Lesotho and Eswatini. We hope that many will use the skills they gain to develop their own projects for empowering good community-supported family-based care of orphans and vulnerable children, and in the treatment of children suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. These are two of the poorest countries in the world that suffer from the highest incidence of AIDS and the consequence of so many orphan children. In the future, we'll endeavour to meet the demands for courses in these countries. We would also like to be able to offer the courses to other countries in Africa and use the opportunity this will create to update the course information about methods that are successful, as well as looking into possible funding avenues for planned extension workers who have developed their own projects for children. Thank you, all of you in FMS, so much for your recent genuine grant, which will make the work planned for 2019 possible.